Okay, so this is my favourite Thai style green chicken curry recipe. It's Thai style, it's not traditional Thai, so it's kind of where I've gone to over a couple of years. So start off by browning some sliced red onion. You can all use white onion if you want to. I prefer red, it's slightly sweeter because I'm not using any palm sugar. So once your onion's soft, drop in your chicken. This is kind of, this is 2 chicken breasts for 3 people. So let's just cut into bite-sized pieces. You want to keep the heat moderately low because you just want to get rid of the pink on the outside of the chicken. You don't want to go too far, like that. And when all the pink is gone, you can move on to your spice blend. Now if you have the time, then by all means pound together your chilli and some ginger and some lemongrass, but this is the real world and I get most of mine out of jars, so it's the same sort of thing. If I had the time and the energy to do it, I would do, but as it is, I go the cheapy option, the quick option. Just get this stuff in jars. So there it goes. And those ice cubey things are garlic paste. We buy that in a huge jar and then freeze it into ice cubes. It's a lot easier to portion things out that way. So you just need to stir that around until your chicken is completely coated, and in my case until the ice cubes melt, and cook it on quite a low heat. You want to keep this heat fairly low all the way through, otherwise you'll kind of burn off a lot of the flavour. I'm adding a little bit of extra ginger there because I was a bit short on ginger. So that's 2 large teaspoons of ginger puree, equivalent of about 3 of garlic, a little bit of coriander puree, and 3 teaspoons of green Thai curry paste. So whatever brand you like, or make your own, it's entirely up to you. So at this stage you're just getting it to the point where it's aromatic and the chicken's coated. You can see in the background there I've got a big silver pan with water heating for the rice. I tend to do this in kind of one go, so I put the water on once I start the chicken, so that everything's kind of ready at the same sort of time. So just beating down one of the ice cubes there. Don't really want to put the coconut milk in until the ice cubes are completely melted, because I don't really want that kind of patch of cold hanging about there. But anyway, so this is a low-fat coconut milk, which is why it's mostly clear. There's not very much of the white coconut fat at the top, which doesn't carry flavour as well. It doesn't get thick either. So just stir that around until it comes to some sort of colour. It doesn't hold the colour either. I haven't used much coriander in this, so it's not going to be bright green. So just kind of stir that through until both parts of the coconut milk kind of blend, and then basically leave it. Now I don't time this because I'm using kind of the rice as the timer. So the water's gone on, and as soon as the rice goes in, I move on to the next flavours and things. So squeeze of lime. I actually put a squeeze of lime over the chicken as it was cooking as well. Doesn't add much, but it does add something. I'm not quite sure what. But I'm not using palm sugar, which is again another thing that you would traditionally use. So for kind of the finishing touches to the curry, it's extra chilli and some coriander. So I'm only using the barest minimum coriander because I really don't like it. I'm one of those people that's got the 20% of the population that's got the gene that doesn't do coriander. Nice trick for chilli, you can't really see it there, is rub it between your hands to sort of loosen the seeds up, then take the top off and then roll it like that, and most of the seeds will come out on their own, which is quite handy. Again, this is kind of a tamed down curry. If I was using proper full fat coconut milk, I would leave the seeds in. But without the fat in the coconut milk, the chili heat will be just overpowering. It won't be nice. It won't be pleasant at all. So just de-seeding, and the thing you really want to get rid of is the white bit there. That's called the placenta, I think, and that holds a lot of the capsaicin chemical, which is kind of the heat. So once your pan has been simmering gently, you can't really see bubbles there, it's just simmering gently. I put in a splash of fish sauce, which again is a traditional flavouring. Rather than adding salt, you use fish sauce. You just kind of help that down. You can see this isn't very thick because it's low fat coconut milk. And then when the rice goes in, I put the chili into the curry. Just stir that through, and I'm going to add some corn flour slaked with water, and that will just thicken it up and give it a bit of body, and just stir through the coriander just before it's served. So that's some water slaked with corn flour just to give it some thickening. Now you increase the temperature slightly so that boils and thickens up, and just before serving, sprinkle in the coriander and just stir that through so it wilts a little bit in the curry. So that is my version of a low-fat Thai green curry. Enjoy. Oh, and don't forget the last spritz of lime whenever. So, lovely curry. Enjoy.